parents are the biggest influencers when children are very young, but it depends on the social circles that kids, hang out with, what their parents do, what their peer groups do, what their teachers prescribe to them.
I want to say like how they see themselves, like whether or not they define themselves as a man.
Taking responsibility.
Their appearance.
Biological parts.
Powerful characteristics.
I just feel like it's harder to define what a woman is because I live as a woman every day.
Their appearance.
You have responsibility over your own life.
Having two X chromosomes.
Are much more loving and open.
I don't think a lot of people are used to seeing women in power.
I've ever felt limited by my gender because I think I put myself in the positions that I choose to, knowing what I'm getting into.
When I was younger, I really wanted to play like football, like no flag football, like actual football. But a lot of people and like my mom especially would be like, "No, you're a girl, you can't play that."
Just as a teacher in general, there's a huge area of concern around being alone with students, much more so than female teachers have to deal with.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that my gender has ever limited me.
Gosh, I don't know. The man was supposed to be the controller.
No, I'll probably make my son's room blue and my daughter's room pink, and she'll probably play with Barbies and he'll play with trucks.
With my mom, she like not raised me, but like really made me think that like, okay, girls are only allowed to do this and like only do sensitive things and like get a job, go to college, and then have kids and watch the kids while the guy works.
I think my mom pretty much like only judges us or like makes decision off of like our personality, not so much like our gender.
So my mom, the idea of like men are stupid and uncaring and unemotional, and like it's not their fault that they're that way.
At times I feel like traditions come upon us, but they are very understanding of the person I'm trying to become and figure out, so they don't enforce them.
I probably wouldn't put so much pressure on a man not to show any emotion.
I think that women are seen as like sometimes too emotional, and we're judged for that when a lot of men are emotional too, and that's just kind of like a natural human thing.
Dress and feelings. I think guys should not be limited to just like guy clothing, you know?
I would want them to change how they are stuck on a perspective of guys having to stick with the manly side of society and not showing any emotion, and having to stick with traditional standards of, being the hardworking person, when in general gender has nothing to do with that and you get to be whoever you want.
I think that things have changed quite a bit and are moving away from these kind of prescribed gender norms. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's also having a changing psychological effect on us.